I'm been there, done that. This is We're with Podcast Junkies.
Been there, but I have not done it yet.
Yeah, well, this is you doing it.
I've been there doing that.
What's up, everybody? I'm Podcastro, and this is the Been There, Done That podcast. We are back. How we doing? Welcome back to another episode of Been There, Done That. You know who I am. I'm going to say it again, though, because I like it. I'm Podcastro. Anyways, again, we're back with another segment of that Visionary Edge. These podcasts are doing so well. I'm so excited having all of you guys paying attention and watching these shows and seeing all these amazing leaders and speakers and all this good stuff. Again, Sam, Janelle, thank you so much. And today is the guest of, his name's Earl. He's the CEO of TJ Corporate Credit and part of the Tuning Business family. Earl is on a mission to help entrepreneurs build credit under the EIN, separate their personal and business finances, and unlock real financial freedom. But this convo goes a little deeper. I think you guys are going to really like it. Earl also shares his powerful story of recovery, resilience, and the business lessons he learned along the way. You know, when I spoke with Earl, it was honestly a jaw-dropping conversation. There were things that I didn't know, and he should not have been walking in front of me. So this is one of those episodes that is part blueprint, but, you know, also part breakthrough. So without further ado, I hope you guys really enjoy the conversation I had with Earl. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Another great guest we have. I am so excited. You know what? I'm just going to let him introduce himself because we all know this man. How we doing, Ben?
Ben, it's me again, Earl, CEO of TJ Corporate Credit and the family of touring businesses.
Earl, I have heard so much about you. And Earl, like people, you're pretty well known around here.
Seems like it.
I was like, you can't wait till you meet Earl. You got to meet Earl. And I'm like, all right, where's Earl? And here Earl is. So, Earl, I just, again, I can't thank you enough for coming on and being on the show. But I also want, what an incredible event that Sam and Janelle are putting on right now.
You know, I do events all over the country all year long, and this has probably been one of the best connector events I've seen. I mean, I'm talking the quality of people, the conversations, and everybody. So there's no wallflowers here. I mean, they're just beelining up to talk to you. It's amazing.
You know, 100%. And actually, Earl, I went and I spoke. And, you know, I'm usually behind the curtains. I'm always behind the scenes. Or I'm doing something like this where one-on-one, I always have a better connection with someone. When I got up there, man, I felt comfortable. I know,
energy.
Yeah, I had the energy in the room. I was like, nobody's looking at me that, oh, this guy doesn't. I mean, you know, it was just a really good experience. And, like, I couldn't have asked for it better. So what Janelle and Sam are doing is incredible.
It's amazing.
So now we gave all the flowers to Janelle and Sam. Earl, I need to know, you know.
But go on.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, of course. Earl, I need to know a little about, you know, I've heard things. I need to know a little bit about what you do. I need to know.
I understand. I think everybody needs to know, honestly. We work with everything from the person who wants to board dogs in their homes to the $850 million a year enterprise company.
Oh, wow.
But what we do in a nutshell is we help them establish credit on their EIN.
Okay.
So they aren't leveraging their personal assets, you know, signing PGs based on their house to get funding for their company. So we create that true separation between personal and business and keep that corporate veil in place.
Oh my gosh. And that, I'm sure, especially down here, but like in any, I mean, can be lucrative to any business, right? You can do that all around the world.
Well, I mean, gosh, about 630,000 businesses go bye-bye every year.
Wow, that's...
And they're saying, I just can't do it. And they go and poll them, and 85% of them go, if I had access to credit and capital, I could have kept my doors open. And it's not just about the business owner, but the employees, the families, the people that are impacted. So, you know, that's what we do. Our whole business model is about that positive ripple.
You know, my brain is kind of like, wait, I didn't even know that was I'm sitting here and, well, genuinely, I was like, wait, so you're telling me what you do is you help
separate the personal life from the business and make sure, is it the finances and everything, or
Everything.
so? Oh wow.
So you own a business, right? And you're using your own debit card to pay for fuel. Then you're going to your accounts payable and saying, hey, I need to get this money.
Yeah.
That's commingling your personal and your business finances, and it makes your books not clean the way they should be, right? So we take and create this separation. But if you've went and taken loans personally for your business, we can build credit that's 10 to 100 times bigger over here on your EIN, which is a social security number for your business. And you jump over the other side of that corporate veil with that money, and you pay it off, and now it's over where it belongs on the right side of the corporate veil.
That's awesome. So you're literally saving people's credits, their future. I mean, right?
Yeah, their homes, their college fees, everything. I mean,
Wow.
people leverage themselves in business all the time. It's like co-sign, right? Remember getting out of high school? You're like, Dad, will you co-sign for my first?
Yep.
And Dad says, all right, this is the only time. You better pay the bills. I won't do it again. Well, people will co-sign for their business their entire life. They say, this is my baby. I gotta do that. But you don't need to do that. Most people don't realize that your EIN is the social security number for your business.
Earl, you just gave me chills. The fact is that you just said you're helping, like the bare principle of a baby, right? You said the son, your baby, right? You're giving them their car. Oh no, we could still do that, but make it so that it's gonna work for you later, right?
Right.
And that's incredible. Wow, I'm actually just wrapping my head around this. So you probably are going to be able to help a bunch of people here at the Visionary Edge, but I mean,
Conversations, yeah. But you know what's funny? It's not funny, I built businesses for 37 years, and when I learned about this, I was like an epiphany moment. I'm like, I'm the dumbest smart person in the room. How did I not know this? Right?
That's great, yeah.
And so we built the whole business just designed to go and pull all these tricks, all these secrets that the elite and the athlete don't have, and bring them to the table and bring them mainstream to small to medium-sized business.
And
it's level it out, you know?
And that's what I was going to say. You're giving the almost, not the small guy, but you're giving them a chance to survive, to be able to thrive, survive, and enjoy that separation. And I think that's unbelievable. Now, what really what started this? Like, where was this start from? I mean,
so
you said you're the smartest dumb guy, and I'm like, well, I mean, I can't believe I don't even know, so yeah.
So I built businesses for 37 years, 7- and 8-figure businesses. My last company, I put $1.9 million of my family's money into a business, real money, not borrowed money, built it up to 8 figures, well beyond. And I go on a celebratory ride on my Harley, and I go from coast to coast. I'm like, I'm going to go coast to coast, and I'm on my way back.
What kind of Harley, by the way?
Well, it was this was on my 2014 CVO Road Glide, my CVO Ultra Class, excuse me. I ride a 2019 Road Glide now, but I had 5 Harleys.
Oh, I love it. My uncle, he collects them like he's an antique kind of guy. So that's awesome. All right, so
here's what happens. I get to Sheridan, Wyoming. I'm on my way back from New York. It's like 600 miles from where I live in Spokane. And I get a call that a friend of mine's sick in the hospital, and he's saying, "Man, where's Earl?" So I tell all the guys I'm riding with, hey, I'm gonna take off in the morning. I'm gonna get back to see my buddy in the hospital. Don't worry about me. I've driven it 1,000 times, ridden it more. And I leave 4:30 in the morning. It's July 22nd. It's warm out. I'm doing 80, 85 and an 80. You know, it's it's going from Sheridan to, I know you're like, I know.
Oh man,
I come over a blind rise and my headlights level out, and there's a mule deer standing broadside in the road about 250 feet in front of me, and I'm doing 126 feet per second. I lean to the right, and the deer simultaneously backs into my path, and another one steps out, and I went. And I ripped the throttle wide open. I thought, I hope I blow through it. I didn't. I flopped down the pavement at 85 miles an hour, broke every rib on the left side of my body, 2 to 3 spots, collarbone shattered, ripped the shit clean up my boots. Now, a little,
oh my God,
little sidewalk here, bare feet, 85 pavement, not a good combo, right? So,
holy smokes!
They told everybody I was going to die. They said, he's not going to even make it through the day. A week, that's the stretch. Just get here and say your goodbyes. They had me in a coma. I had a couple business partners that also heard I was going to die. And like most business partners you get close to, they should be like, how can we help the family? They were like, how can we help ourselves? So they started taking merchant capital advance loans in my name while I was in the hospital. 150 grand in, 150 grand out. We're doing 8 figures, revenues there. And then they stripped and ripped my company think we got to get ours before he dies, because the whole company was in my name.
Wow.
And ta-da, I lived. So
Holy sweet. So that's a story and a half, because then so all those people are those business, when you woke up, were you like, hey, what is that?
well, $70,000 in forensic accounting later, I could prove tortious interference with my business, breaches of fiduciary responsibility, every criminal thing you could possibly think of. And the state says, yeah, that's pretty bad. I mean, the stack's this big, but they're on the cap table, so it's a civil matter, not a criminal matter.
Wow.
So you have to go after him. Well, he can't squeeze blood from a turnip, my dad always used to say. And so I spent 3 months recovering, and one day I'm sitting there with a laptop. You know, I can't move. I'm in a mechanical chair that raises and lowers me. I see this little blip about EIN being a social security number for your business. I'm like, bull puppy. And I ride Harley, so I didn't say puppy, right? And so I go into deep investigative mode, and I was like, this epiphany moment. I'm like, I am so dumb. People pay me to go and speak to them. People pay me to consult them. I don't know this. What else don't I know? And I said, in that moment, I said, I'm going to build a company that takes out holes, everything that I didn't know in business, everything that business owners never hear about, and I'm going to make it available to the mainstream.
That's and that it's a common theme that I've been having a lot of people on, but I've also been realizing, like, these things that almost look very like you're never coming back from, right?
Right.
Things is almost the greatest gift, right? Sometimes can
It didn't feel that way.
100%, 100%. I know, and I hear you on that. I mean, there's been some pretty I've had some pretty traumatic incidents happen at me.
Yeah.
But it pushes you forward. It helps you go to the next level. I was told that I was never going to walk again. I broke my back, and I every day said, no one's going to tell me what to do. Someone told me I'm never going to be able to play drums again. Who's saying that? You talk to me like that? No, that's I love that. And so the thing that I love that you just said is you didn't use the time that you were recovering as a pity. Oh my God, please. No, you said, I can't do anything right now. What can I do to improve business, myself, things like that? I mean,
Well, it was weird because I had a lot of companies calling me that I consulted in the past going, hey, where'd you live? You have a home here. Come run our company.
okay.
And stupid offers. None. I mean, look, ridiculous money. And my wife, she's like, what'd they say? And I said, well, they offered me this. And she goes, what'd you say? And I said, no. She's like, you got brain damage in that wreck. I'm like, no, I'm going to build another company.
You saw the bigger picture. You saw the much bigger picture.
You know, I think it was more than that for me. I was like, I get to live. I don't want this to ever happen. I've had a couple friends take the wrong way out after losing everything. And that happens to a lot of people in life and business. The desperation settles in.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's such a massive impact to families and extended relationships and things like that. But when people feel so futile, they just don't know where to turn. I want to change that tide. I want to create that positive ripple effect by creating advantages that they didn't even know was there, that I didn't know was there. So that's what we do. Is right.
You're the bigger picture is not the advantage. You're thinking of how many people can you affect? Like
Right.
that effect, right? That ripple effect that you're talking. And I'm a huge ripple effect. One person lifts the next, helps the next, and those warm leads really can make or break something, right? You have that connection with someone, and you say, "Oh, I've worked with them. Oh, I've spoken with them." You're like, "Oh, he's a great guy." Boom, 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 boom. We were speaking about it earlier, and bringing value, but also my thing is that personal connection is something that you will never be able to make up, right? Like, I mean, Earl, me and you having this conversation, I'm like, man, I like this. Like, we're going to get coffee. What are we going to do? Go for a ride? Like, all that good stuff. So it's great, man. It's really cool. This is I love the story. I love.
Can I share one other heartbreak with you?
Please, I would love.
I think it's relative.
Yeah.
But say for the last 4 or 5 years, I've helped thousands of businesses, right? But a lot of the tools, a lot of the things that the affluent, the elite use, they're expensive.
Oh, yeah.
So when I'm talking to somebody, or I have reps all over the nation, when we're talking to somebody, a lot of times we can't help them because it's cost restrictive. Yeah. But so for the last year and a half, my partner and I have been going, how can we take away that financial barrier? It's $3,000 just to go into the business credit building platform. He said, what do you want to do? And I said, I want to give it to people for free. He goes, it's $3,000. This is how we make our money. I want to give it to people for free. I don't want people to have that barrier. They have to fix this pillar in the business. So we built a membership platform that houses everything that we do. And instead of this costing $3,000 and that costing that $1,500, yes, I said, let's give it to them. They can just pay us $99 a month to be a member within the platform. And this is the inaugural launch. Janelle, and I was like, let's do this. Let's make it available to people, and we're going to go out and really, really change businesses' lives and get them where they need to be.
Oh, I love that. I'm a huge I'm a supporter of the membership like that, the reoccurring, because you're a relationship in all of these, right? You're going to be with me for a while.
Forever.
So, exactly. So might as well, I don't need the money every week. I don't need money every session. I believe in you. I know what's going to happen. So I love it. So Earl, can you give me a quick plug? Can you go ahead and tell us where people can find it, all that good stuff?
Yeah, they can go to getstarted.tryturing, and Turing is spelled Turing after Alan Turing, so it's getstarted.tryturing.ai.
Wow. Okay, everyone, you got to go check it out. I mean, listen to the story. The story doesn't get you there. He wants to help people and businesses. There's no, I don't even see a downfall like that. In reality, I'm like, you've already done the success. You want to just help as many people as you can.
Well, as a business owner, it's almost a dereliction of duty. If you're aware of it, once you know and you don't take action steps, now it's a dereliction of duty, because you have a responsibility to your employees, their families, and the extensions of them that are helped or impacted by them being a part of your business. So set that foundation. Protect yourself against the number one reason why you might go bye-bye, which is access to credit and capital.
I bet you everyone loves working with you. I gotta let you know, there's it makes a difference when there's a person in charge that you really connect with and you can have a good actual connection with. I think that's some things that lose that genuineness, right? Your authenticity, right? So I love it, Earl. If I could ask one last question,
please.
I think this is with all of our leaders here and entrepreneurs and business owners. If you could give them one piece of advice to help them propel themselves to be successful, what would that piece of material be?
Know and understand that when you're communicating with other people, 100% of the time, not part of the time, but 100% of the time, a person will always show you exactly who they are. But you have to pay attention. And once you know, you have to make the right decisions regarding that information.
That's great. You gave me chills, because there's been so many times where, I know it sounds funny and cliche, but the vibe check, right? I know, you gotta.
I gotta be the worst at it. I can retire on what I've lost. Yeah.
But there's a lot of times where, in life, but in business, there's times where you just not work with that person, right?
That's right.
You might not think he's saying, hey, you know what? I'm not here connecting with this guy. That's not okay. That's okay. That's okay to do that, because at the end of the day, you want good quality people, you want good leads that are also going to generate more in the setting of just sharing and expanding.
Well, I'll tell you what, one of the best ways to do it is surround yourself with the right type of people. That's why what Janelle and Sam have put together here with all the people here, that's surrounding yourself with the right type of people. People come and go in your life all the time. And sometimes it takes a long time for them to reveal who they are, that they will always do it. But if you start by surrounding yourself with good people, you get that vibe check from other people as well, which helps you.
It helps you sift out the
wheat from the chaff.
From the wheat. I like that. Well, Earl, I couldn't be more happy to have you on the show. And honestly, it was great. It was great talking to you. I'll definitely have to give you your information after this. But we just had almost a 30-minute conversation. So
it's just a matter of seconds.
Isn't that crazy? Sometimes where that's why I love podcasting is recording all that stuff, but at the same time, I want to get to know you. I want to learn about you. And then if you're having a good time, goes like that.
Well, I love podcasts. That's why we have our podcast also. And I love getting to come in and spend time with somebody like you that does this so well. So
I appreciate it. Maybe if you're ever in the Boca Raton area, you want to come on into our studio. It's a great place, safe space. But yeah, that's kind of where I run everything. I have a lot of different clients that come in, and I just kind of help them get to the goals that they want to make. So
perfect. I sure appreciate it. Thank you.
My pleasure, Earl. Yeah. Very nice to meet you. Again, please, one more time, the new launch. What is it called again?
So it's tryturing.ai. If you go to getstarted.tryturing.ai, you can actually get set up. $99 is a founder's price. I hope to keep it there for as long as possible, but anybody who takes advantage of it, you're locked in for life at that founder's price.
You need to run, don't walk. This is something that needs to happen. It's going to help so many people. And, Earl, I'm very, very excited for this. Thank you for even, talking about it on the show. This is awesome. So
I appreciate the time to get spent with you, my friend.
Of course. Yeah. A pleasure. I'm great. This sounds awesome, Earl. Thank you, man.